Welcome to Community Taking Action, ABCD's program highlighting people and organizations doing great things in and around the Boston area. And we are very excited today to welcome the Executive Director of the Lena Park CDC, Ms. Kim Simmons.
Hello.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So, as I've watched the renovations and all of the new things that have gone on in terms of the space, I haven't talked to anyone about the program, so now I have you.
Yes, yes. There's so much happening because it's got a 42-year history, and it has ebbed and flowed depending on what the resources were available. And then, of course, in 2008, with downturn of the economics stuff was going on, the board decided to close, focus on the community, ask them what they wanted, spent 2 years actually having lots of meetings and working with them, rebranding. So when we came back a year ago with the new building being renovated and the idea of exactly what kind of programs we wanted to have, we were ready to go.
Talk a little bit about, just bring us up to speed, because
Sure.
I really am being brought up to speed, and I'm a little excited. I'm not following my script or anything.
Yeah, I think, it had suffered some pains, growing pains, and needed time to sort of sit back, as I mentioned. But I think the board having the wisdom to sell part of the space to the Brooks Charter School was a fabulous idea, because a 22,000 square foot space was not needed any longer for us to provide the services. And we kept 10,000 square feet, and we're able to do a $1.4 million renovation because of the tax credits that we got from the sale. And so that was the really strong wisdom, and the staff were, the board rather, was excited. The community was excited.
And see, I think like the news that you didn't sell the building entirely, and you still have ownership of lots of the building, that's phenomenal.
Right.
When you talk about, so I imagine you have a really strong partnership with folks at the Brooks School. Has that allowed your programs to kind of expand or do things that you haven't done before?
Definitely. We share space. There's some common space that we share. Outside is all shared space. They use the facility Monday through Friday until 4:30. We have the gym after that hour until nighttime, and then we also use the basketball courts outside, the field outside, because we provide soccer, golf, tennis. We have a partnership.
You're right by the golf course.
Yes, exactly. Right. And our mission is really to have integrated program services for young people and their families and expose them to things they wouldn't, maybe see or have experiences for. We have partnerships with Latino Alliance, STEM Alliance, and we provide robotics. We have a very fabulous lab, technology lab, and 20 working wonderful high-end computers. The kids have open computer time. Adults and seniors use it. We teach from basics, how to keyboard, all the way up to coding. So we have 2 coding classes, and then we just got selected to be the Boston chapter for the Black Girls Code. So the national organization. So we are so excited.
Oh, that is really cool.
It was wonderful to see a couple Saturdays ago, over 60 girls in there learning from very talented individuals. So
it's interesting because coding and skill-related uses of technology and computers is really coming on, but it does take expertise to do it, and so Black Girls Code is phenomenal.
It's wonderful. Our thing is to empower our young people as well as adults to be able to have the skills that some of their peers and those who they will be competing in job market will have. And so even with our bringing on the fabrication lab through MIT, we're building upstairs in our 2nd floor this year. We'll be 3D printing, showing people how they can use their skills in technology. I'm learning, and so I think it's a wonderful experience. Some of the young kids are teaching us. It's great.
What I wanted to do now was to shift a little bit and talk about real estate and some of the real estate property that Lena Park is involved in, because that, as we said before the break, helps to support all of your human services.
Yes, we, as a CDC, a Community Development Corporation, one of many in Boston, but continuing to have affordable housing units in the neighborhoods that surround the center is really important. It is important to the neighborhoods, important to the lives of the people that live there. And so we do have about 500 affordable housing units, and they are throughout Dorchester and then some part of Mattapan as well. So
Rental units.
rental units, definitely. Some subsidized and others, you know, depending on what your income is, but definitely affordable housing. And you know, in this area, we definitely have a need for
We
affordable
definitely need
housing.
it. You know,
Yeah,
how we define affordable is a whole other question.
exactly.
How have you been able to be this successful just, you know, in this rebirth, just really getting back
Yes.
on the scene? Although I may not have known that all the stuff you're saying is phenomenal. So challenges, successes, and
Yeah.
the road to success.
Well, we've had, for challenges or successes, let's start there, that we had great team of staff that came on board and were new to support startup in general. And then we had a board that just never let it go, and those two strengths were very helpful. And also, it was important that we had people that gave, they invested. We were able to advertise and market on the side of buses, billboards. We did everything in the beginning to let people know Lena Park is back on site and ready to go. And so those have been wonderful things. And we have almost 550 members right now for the center, which is huge.
So is there a membership? Do you get a membership card to be a
Yes,
member?
it's a membership card. You come in, and it also helps us with the evaluation, knowing our numbers and that sort of things. We take a picture, you come in and you swipe it, that sort of thing every time you come in. So both adults have their card and children as well. The challenges are always, of course, monetary, and so we continue.
imagine that.
I know, you know, Boston's small, and we don't like to replicate the same things that other people are doing, so that's thus the partnerships. But still, we need to have the funding, and so we work with the city. I'm now working with the state, and Senator Forey, for example, has been wonderful support. Russell Holmes and Tito Jackson. So we try to engage folks in knowing what we do, feeling that they can invest, and also getting the word out to foundations as well. So we write to get that out.
And how can someone get in touch with you all, you know, email and phone number and webpage?
Oh, sure. Our main number is 617-533-8133. And you can also go on our website, which is lenaparkcdc.org. And we have a fabulous social media with Instagram and Facebook. Every picture I think I've taken is on Facebook.
Really?
Yes, and I'm proud to say there's so much there to look at. And so feel free. We do Twitter as well. So,
Oh, very savvy.
yeah, we're trying.
Have your students, the girls coding, take over and
Oh,
do all
for
that
sure.
you.
We have so many young people. That's the way we communicate.
So I want to thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you for having
I
me.
certainly, I'm excited to hear about the work that's going on with Lena Park, and you know, I look forward to coming over. I will follow up to get a tour, maybe see some
Wonderful.
program. I mean, I'm genuinely just excited about all the stuff that you've told me about. And
Great,
so
and I hope others will come out too. Tours are free.
I might
so
bring somebody.
That's good. Excellent. We would love it.
So we'll follow up on that. Thanks again for coming on the program.
Thank you.
That concludes our program. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you've missed any segments, you can catch them on YouTube. Thank you for joining Community Taking Action. I'm your host, Eric Mitchell. Until next time.